right, and they're off. Marty here with another playthrough of Fallout 4. This time our character, Mia Staput, will endeavor to do a Never Leave Sanctuary playthrough. So that means she is never to leave the island that Sanctuary is located on. So basically, she's allowed on these little islands out here to the west, but she's not allowed across the bridge, and she's not allowed back up here once she crosses into Sanctuary on the footbridge on the north side right there. She's allowed in the lake on the east side, but she's not allowed up on the shore. So anything on the shore is out of bounds. So without further ado, we are going to proceed, make our way down to Sanctuary. First of all, we need to gather as many items as we can up here. Gather everything we can. Basically, the idea is that this is going to be quite difficult, because as you can imagine, doing this kind of playthrough where you don't have the luxury of being able to go anywhere to pick up, various goods, and gain XP through doing that. It'll be quite a challenge. So this challenge has existed almost since the inception of the game itself. So right around the beginning of 2016, people started doing this challenge. Basically, what you need to do is cross this bridge and never look back. So here's the north side stream that goes around Sanctuary on the north, and there's it's kind of more of a river on the south end that goes past the south end, and they meet up on the other side over to the west. So the idea here is to stay within the bounds of Sanctuary and see if you can make a go of it, I guess. So as you can see, this is our first touch of the workshop, and we're just going to do some basic initial cleanup around this house. There's a few things that are going to definitely come in handy short term. So anybody who's been watching my my Fallout 4 playthrough on stream on YouTube, you know that Codsworth is sitting over there, floating, hovering, whatever. And basically, if you go through the gameplay, you're expected to go and see Codsworth, and he has this whole spiel about looking for your better half and your son Sean. However, since we're not leaving the island, none of his quests are valid, basically. What I will do, though, I will go and talk to them, because I'm looking at bloat flies in the houses and stuff. So we will go and talk to him and get him to help us clean up the creatures around Sanctuary a little bit, and then we can basically continue with our playthrough here.
You're still here. So other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you didn't think a little radiation would turn the pride of General Atomics International. But you've seen the worst for wear. Let's not let the hubby see you in that state, huh? Where is Sir, by the way?
They killed him.
Oh, not these things you're saying, these terrible things. I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Codsworth, listen to me carefully. Have you seen him? Have you seen Sean?
Why, Sir had him last, remember? Perhaps he's gone to the Parker residence to arrange a play date. I'm sure he'll be back with him momentarily.
Sean's been kidnapped. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna get my baby back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you sure?
A bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
What? Food? Yeah, sure. I need a minute to think.
Then I'll be right back.
So I'm going to try not to talk in this early sequence because basically, you know, this is it's kind of part of the early game stuff. So I'm just going to keep on gathering what I can out of this house. This used to be the character's house, actually, and there's a couple of things here that I should pick up. The first is Sean's book that's lying on the floor there, and it's going to allow me to increase one of these attributes by 1. So I'm just let's see, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, and 2. Okay. So I'm able to go for armorer, lockpick, Aqua Girl. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get the charisma edition. Although I obviously, where you see that local leader as the ruler, everyone turns to, you are able to establish supply lines between your workshop settlements. This is going to be the only workshop in the game. So that particular perk is not going to help. But the second one is. So I'm just, let's see. 5. Yeah, maybe I should increase Because that second level charisma local leader perk is only further on down, level 12, 14, whatever. So I might be just better off getting level 5 agility. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Because action points are probably going to be a little handier. Although science, yeah, it's a real toss-up here. I have a funny feeling that these three, I'm going to have to level up these three first before I do anything else, so that I can take advantage of the inherent abilities that those will allow me to use. All right, so let's grab that book, and we're going to increase intelligence. Grab the stuff out of there. This lamp. So everything I grab here has a certain value. It may not appear as so initially, but what happens is should specify that goes for the junk mostly. So anything that's classified as junk in the game has components that it's made of. So so basically, when I pick up like this bread box, it's made of steel probably, or aluminum and something else, and that can be used in the crafting of other useful devices. I thought I saw a coffee cup on the floor. The coffee cup I left there, but I happened to press on the stool, sit on the stool instead by mistake. Let's just have another look here. Oh, there's a coffee cup right there, look. Oh. Alright, so pick up the comic. That gives you a little bit more melee damage. So just as an example, yeah, the yellow table lamp, see, it's made of copper and 2 glass. So that's going to be useful for sure down the road. Now, where'd Codsworth go? There he is. You know what? You stay there, Codsworth. I'll take care of the critters. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's bloatflies, and they squirt things at you, so you might be better off at this thing. And it carries 12 rounds. That'll do. Does that's work? Oh, that doesn't. Yes, it does. All right. Can I get it from here? Hardly. Right. Let's see. All right. I don't want to go in and just commit suicide, right? That's better. And one. Pretty sure there's, yeah. Okay. I think there may be one more in there. And I guess I'll have to go in after it. Yeah, it's over there. What the hell? All right. That's this house clear. Good. Okay. So you see, I'm leaving the dressers and stuff where they are. I think the loot is going to eventually respawn in some of those, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just gonna leave them where they are for now. And I'd like to think I'm gonna rearrange all this stuff at some point, but for now I'm just going to leave stuff where it is. Stuff that I can't pick up. And when I say stuff that I can't pick up, I mean just the like you see me going around here picking up stuff. When you're in workshop mode, there's a lot more you can do and pick up and stuff, but I'm gonna leave that for a different time too. So there's also a cellar at the back of this house that I want to go through. And first of all, we'll get all the junk out of this place. Hard to see, isn't it? Yeah. Understandably so, I guess. All the doors and windows and even some of the walls are beat out in this place, so over the years there's been all kinds of detritus making its way in. It kind of makes it harder to see stuff that's on the floor or nothing in this one. A couple of things in there. Nothing in there. Alright. See all this stuff here? In workshop mode you can break that down. Which is kind of convenient, really. Did I open that? Yes. Okay. So we're off to the cellar. Now, I'm going to perform a save here. I think there's some loot in here I need. So this might take a minute. Pardon me. And here we go. Let's see what's in here. Usually there's a bunch of loot in here. As far as I'm aware, there's a safe off in the corner, but I don't have the lock picking skills to open it at this point. But I will take the rest of the loot for sure. And I'll... everything else. Okay. Just curious. Oh, wow. Okay. I am not within the range of the workshop here. try that. Pretty sure there are some more. I saw him in the window. There's one. That's so much better. Oh my goodness. It's almost like you can't miss. I can miss if I'm just shooting off the hip. But the VATS, the targeting system in the game is extraordinary, shall we say. I think there was only 3 in here as well. But again, there's a little bit of loot in this house, and everything except for this counter here, pretty much, and this skeleton, you can break down in workshop mode. And again, I'm not gonna go about that just yet. I want to see if I can basically I want to see if I can build a recruitment beacon to start drawing in some settlers. That's basically what's going to allow me to advance. One of the things that will allow me to advance in this game.
Yes.
So as you may have guessed, I'm going to have to if I can get a recruitment beacon, I'm going to have to loot all the stuff off the settlers as they come in, because that's all going to be stuff that I can sell to a vendor. Now, from my readings about this playstyle, there is debate as to whether or not a vendor actually comes around. So in the normal play mode, if you head towards Diamond City, right after, on the other side of Concord, which is the town on the other side of the river there, right on the other side of Concord, there's a diner, the Drumlin Diner, and basically there's a vendor. Her name is Trash Can Carla, and once you meet her, that triggers her to come to Sanctuary. Now some people say once a week. I'm not sure what the frequency is, but she does come to Sanctuary fairly regularly, and then you can buy stuff off her. But I've read that some people think that if you don't make that first meeting, she never comes to Sanctuary. But there are others who seem to think that even if you don't meet her down by the Drumlin Diner, she does come to Sanctuary. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm basically, the idea is not, you know, you don't have to take that chance. Basically, I'm gonna work towards getting a general store or some vendor that I can trade stuff with and trade up and whatever, do all kinds of stuff like that. Eventually, hopefully, I'll have all the vendors, but initially, I'm going to be kind of on my own. So I'm actually looking for 2 more copper. Hang on, I might need more than that actually, because I need 2 more copper for that, but I need, doesn't say. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build that first, and then I'll know exactly what I need for the beacon. So let's put that right here. And he's just going to chug along. And now in the top bar, you see we have 3 power. Yay. So now what do we need for the beacon? Okay, so I have everything. I'm missing 4 copper. So, alright. So this is a bunch for copper. So basically this is how the game is going to go. First off is we're going to be looking for stuff that contains, you know, the necessary elements that we need to make what we need to get this settlement going and eventually flourishing. Yeah, so I can see there's a lot of stuff here I'm going to be able to take advantage of, but in workshop mode, that is. First off, I just want to make a quick run through, not in workshop mode, I guess, and just pick up everything I can. Everything that's just lying around. Because those are basically just freebies anyway. I think we can call them what they are, right? Cigar, I think that might have wood or something in it. What the hell? Where'd you go? Alright, you're out of here. Didn't realize there was roaches in this house, obviously. Or I would have dealt with it. So there's a kickball or something back here. Yeah. Unfilled kickball. Now that contains rubber, see? Which is useful in crafting some things, for sure. Alright. Used oil can. Never goes astray. What do we got in here? These toilets are made of ceramic. And I'm hoping at some point that I'm gonna take all those apart in workshop mode. Ceramic is a useful crafting material. So we'll just grab everything we can. There's a couple of containers out here. Cabinets. They are empty, except for the screwdriver. Okay. I was looking for copper, right? Yeah. So here's more stuff I can pick up in workshop mode. Yeah. Didn't mean to get into the chems there, but yeah, in workshop mode I'm going to pick that up and bring it over to the more centrally located for me. Don't want to have to run back there every time I want to make something with that. That's for sure. I think there's an enemy spawn point back there anyway. So that's an even better reason to sort of locate things centrally. Yeah, I'm not seeing much copper, unfortunately. Got some copper there. Money though. More drugs. Yeah. I'm certainly hoping there's going to be more copper. We're down to our last house. Huh. Bullets. Before I go in there, what am I doing for weapons? I think I picked up a pipe pistol, yeah, okay. And I got 90 rounds. And what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is put that in the second slot. There he is. There you go. He's a biggin. Alright. Duct tape. No copper in that, as far as I'm aware. Is there another one of those? I think there might be. Hang on. Glass. Glass from the bottle. And don't tell me we're not going to get enough copper to make this thing, because that's all right, I guess. So here, let me just before I do that, I'm going to go into, I'm just gonna see what's in here. Pretty sure none of this has copper. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into workshop mode and start cleaning up around. Now, obviously, you know, trees are not going to have copper. That goes without saying. But there's a lot of other stuff around. For example, you see how the settlement border goes into probably halfway into the river. There's a lot of stuff there. Rubber. Let's see what's over here. I know there's a few things over here. Car frame. Trees, more trees. I better not go too far because, for starters, it gets deep. And secondly, there are other critters over there that I'm not too interested in tangling with. And thirdly, the water has radiation in it, so probably best if I didn't linger in it too long. But like I was saying, I got 3 copper now. yeah, so like I was saying, these toilets are made of ceramic. Now, there was a first aid box in the toilet, and the contents of the box was transferred to the workshop. Unfortunately, it was not copper. I'm still working with 3 copper here. Hopefully I can find something else that has copper in it. Or else this game is going to end before it even really gets off the ground. Lots of stuff around, right? Like all the stuff that's highlighted in yellow is you can break it down in the workshop. You can't, like you can't store it. The only thing really you can do with it is break it down. So I guess that's what I got to do with this these first items, is to break down what I can, and if I can come up with some copper. It's not looking very good right now, but I'm still hoping that some of the things that are, you know, that I couldn't pick up and are in the houses have copper in them. Like, I'm not sure about this, right? No, this one has no copper. So I'm going to make my way into this house and then around. See, this has copper. No. This has a broken light bulb. Oh. Wouldn't a broken light bulb have copper? Maybe not. Is it not a copper filament? Oh, something just had a couple of coppers there. I got 5 now. Alright, these cardboard boxes. I should have probably kept that trash can, because you can move it. You can't. You can scrap it. Some things you can scrap. You can only scrap. Some things you can scrap or move, and other things are pretty much like this thing here. You know, you can't move these things. All you can do really is scrap them. So this chair you can move or scrap. Everything in yellow you can just basically scrap. Most things in yellow you can just scrap. Some of these things you can move. You can't move the toilets. You can move the trash bins. I'm going to move that one, I think. Can't move this sink, so may as well just scrap it. Scrap the drums. Scrap the bricks for cement. All this furniture is blue, so I will probably reuse it to furnish other locations. So that carpet is useful too. It's made of cloth, and that's basically what you make your beds with. Now, see, this is just a crib, and it's not considered a bed. So, can I empty this? Yes. Okay. And I can't move it. So, now I could have used that just by storing stuff in it, but you know what? I'm not gonna bother. So all this blue stuff, you see, you can actually store and reuse or move, or which can be kind of, you know, it's mostly. Oh, that thing had copper. You see, because now I can build my my recruitment beacon. So step 1 is out of the way. So basically, what happens here is that now that I have a recruitment beacon, and it's powered up. That will lure settlers into this settlement. So we'll put a save right here, and we'll also see what goodies are available right off the top here. So I said I picked, yeah, scrapper. Waste not, want not. You can salvage uncommon components when scrapping weapons and armor. That's a good one to have. And so are these two. Fortune Finder and Scrounger. So I think I'll start with this. So I'm probably going to be scrapping a couple of weapons here. I might. I'm definitely scrapping one of the 38 pipe pistols. So we'll go with that. And yeah, and switchblade too. So I'm just going to continue going around the settlement. And you see I'm in workshop mode. You see the bar up on the top there, the people says 0. So if I do get a settler coming to the settlement, that will go to 1. And for each settler, every settler I get, basically that number increases. Now you're wondering, if you're not going to get if you're not going to get dog meat down by the Red Rocket, aren't you wasting your time here? And you know what? Maybe I am, right? However, another thing I do know about settlement attacks is that this is another spawn point for these attacks. So I'm going to try to, mitigate that to some extent. Just by trying to at least put a fence up here to keep the keep the enemies out. I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, basically, because they say that anything that you can traverse yourself, anybody else, enemies or friends can also traverse. Now you see there's my first settler. He's awesome. All right, you know what I'm going to do? There's some crops back here. I'm going to just assign him to crops. Actually, you know what? It looks like he's already assigned to crops, because the food is at 1. Not only that, but if I hover over him like this, he's assigned to the fork and knife. Yeah, so he's assigned to crops already. But we'll let him go and do his job. And I'm just gonna basically oh yeah, I had tagged him to do something, but since he's already assigned to crops, I don't need to do that. Alright, so what I'm going to do with these extra pieces, I'm just going to shove them in there to make them easier to get at for me. Yeah. I thought I saw something over there, but not entirely sure. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the initial defenses. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of defending to do at this point. pick these up? Yes, I can. Yeah. So, actually, this long one here might fit. Right here. Will fit? No, not gonna work. Alright, so let's move him back. Smidgen, as my friends would say. And he even fits now. Because I want him down here. And I think I just had him there. There he is. Alright. So I don't think people can fit through here. I'm not sure. Well, I was going to say I'm not sure about fitting underneath. So what I'll do is I need that over there. This crappy piece is kind of sticking. It'll go here. I'll put it there. No, it wants to snap to something. See, and well, you know what? That's fine. That's probably not so bad. So these parts again, I'm gonna probably reuse them. It's all one piece, right? Yeah, okay. Now this piece I wanted. I know there's an opening in the hedge here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So, yeah, like I said, if you can't fit out there yourself, there's a good chance that nobody can fit in either. So, let's just put this here just to make sure. Now you're thinking, yeah, you left all this open. And that's true, but the spawn point is over there. I'm going to fix this up anyway. I mean, the spawn point is over here, right? So, over here somewhere. So at some point, I think it might be on that platform, or just beyond it. But I'm going to fix this up for sure. Because I know that there's a spawn point here somewhere. Alrighty. So we'll call that for now and finish this cleanup a little later.